2019 commencement exercise at Pinnacle Academy. We are so pleased that this is our second senior graduation. So I'd like to give a big welcome and congratulations to the 2019 graduating senior class who have worked hard, diligently, with perseverance to get to the moment that they are right now. So without further ado, we will play the music and they will process in. So kindly join me in standing and welcoming our 2019 graduating class at Pinnacle Academy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Basil. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Our class of 2019 students, their parents, distinguished guests, welcome to the second graduation ceremony in our history at Pinnacle Academy. Dear class of 2019, we are very confident in you all that many more positive milestones will be visited by you, and you all will become the changes that the world needs to see in the future. Since our first day on this planet, we kept learning new concepts, gain new skills, and are designed to do so for the rest of our lives. I hope you all will gain the best skills and concepts that will take you to nothing but to goodness, joy, and health forever. As my 2 cents for tonight's event, I recommend that in addition to focusing on many important life and career skills, you should focus more on the ability to share. We are moving towards a future through which human beings are becoming more self-centered and individualized. This is a sad picture, but that's to me a social tsunami approaching rapidly towards the people of the 21st century. It may be due to various reasons, and I'm not going to talk about that. What I want to talk about is, in a society where too many people are losing their connection with the majority of the people around them, the ones who can maintain strong and human relations with others will shine and most probably will lead. Wherever you are in life right now and whatever you know is a result of the ideas, experiences, and people you have interacted with in your life. All these statements are from Keith Ferrazzi from his book, Never Eat Alone. There are so many ups and downs awaiting for you in life. No matter what state of life you will be in, please learn and exercise to share as much as possible. As Keith titled his book, Never Eat Alone, if you really want to get the best out of your meal. I wish you all the best on all your future endeavors. Congratulations and have a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Campbell, for that inspiring. Can you hear me? Yes. Sorry. Our next speaker is our keynote speaker, Mrs. Orstek. Can you say? I'm sorry. Mrs. Oz. I think she is known by her students, so she's going to be our keynote speaker.
It's so nice to see you guys. This is Miss Orstek. I know my name is a little hard to say. That's totally fine. All of my students call me Miss Oz. But I please do not mention Wizard of Oz. I prefer some kind of Dr. Oz. Okay. I'm still living in Maryland, and I was living in Maryland when I was coming here. And every day, 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours after 4 p.m. So I was driving to home and come here and to home. 4 hours every single day. And today I drive again. It took 2 hours, 10 minutes. And then I asked myself, oh, okay, people are saying about you, you are crazy. Yeah, you were crazy. You did it whole year, this whole commute, every single day. But I didn't feel like that. Because when I come over here, I was seeing my students. And it was wonderful seeing them every single time. I remember we started dual enrollment at Pinnacle Academy. And it was a really huge challenge, not just for myself, for my students too. Because it was new, it was unknown, everybody has a question mark, but my students didn't give up. They didn't listen to anybody, they just followed their dream and then what we talk about, what we planned all together. I remember at the cafeteria, I am not sure you're familiar with this area. At the cafeteria, I remember, I believe it was 47, 49 young people. They came for the introduction of dual enrollment program with their families. I remember their moms and dads were over there, and then they were sitting and then we were explaining to them, you can graduate with the associate degree from high school at the same time. And everybody was like, what you're talking about? And then we were explaining every single thing, and then young minds was like, oh, we can do that. But their parent was like, come on, it's not possible. Because if you're living in a one world, and then if you're in the system, and if you are in the system too much, that means you will not think you can change things, right? And then they were thinking it is impossible. And then they act like I'm crazy too, like Mr. Kelly. From this 47, 49 students, we got enrollment about 8 students. 3 of whom were 11th grade. 3 of whom were 10th grade. 2 of whom were 9th grade. And I started to do the enrollment program here because of Commencement. Because if you're starting something new, if you're starting something challenging, you need to have a really strong team members with you. You cannot do everything by yourself. You need to have a strong minds, strong characters, strong team members. They will believe in you so much. And then I saw it in Kemal Futucu, and then because of I asked questions, and then he was so strongly asking that. Thank you very much. And after that, we had our team with the 8 students. If you're starting something new, you need to live with that. You need to dream it every single day. When we come together with these 8 students, we were planning. We were checking all the homeworks and classworks, every single detail, and then strategies to choose the teachers. I remember they were creating their own joke about the teachers, so we were enjoying every single moment. And then my office was at the portal. And then during the winter time, it's always leaking. And then you will see the mold all around the wall and everything. And I'm allergic to mold. And then I was having really a huge headache every single time when I was driving back home. So I survived. But look at them right now. At the Pinnacle, the current number is, for the dual enrollment, is 31st right now, right? Is it? Okay. We started with 8 students. Right now it is 31. And I believe during the summer we will receive new enrollments. And then you guys will reach maybe 40s, maybe 50s every single time. But you guys started. Right now I'm saying to you. So you already did it. You already proved you're a leader. You already proved you can change things. You already proved you will not care what people think, what people say. Asad, wear this t-shirt.
Yeah, okay.
Even Mr. Campbell will be so angry with you. Wear this t-shirt and take a picture and say to the world, this is my t-shirt and it has a meaning for me. I do not care if you like it or not.
Sounds good.
Do you understand what I mean?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay? They are leaders because of they changed the environment, They changed the understanding, and they dream their own future with their own pathway. I respect you guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for speaking to these lovely students. Right now, Ms. Yeomans had put together a slideshow. The kids had given us some pictures. So this is a tribute to all of you. And why don't we begin with Saturn?
Just to be seen by my eyes, and I couldn't help but ask. You say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I'd give anything to hear you say it one more time. That the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. the shortness of breath. I'll explain the infinite, how rare and beautiful it truly is that we exist.
And I forgot I'm the MC also. I was about to walk off the stage. Excuse me. Okay. Now, I want to actually tell you a little story before Sami gets on stage, our valedictorian, gets up here to speak. At the beginning of the year, I always needed help with keyboards, and Sami was nice enough to help me. And one day, he said his dad was coming, or his dad was giving him a ride home, and I looked at him and I said, "Oh, do I know your dad?" And he said, "Oh, he's a principal." And in that moment, the word that came to my mind was humble. What a humble young man this is, and what an extraordinary writer, because you're going to watch the video later that they did. Can you remind me how to pronounce it properly?
Sure.
Fatih?
Fatih.
No, not your name, the name of the video from Africa.
Oh, Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. Thank you. So the Burkina Faso video you're going to see, Sami wrote the entire script for that. So Sami, kindly come up here and give your valedictorian speech. Let's give him a round of applause.
Okay, so as I began writing this speech approximately 4 hours ago, upon awakening from my day-long sleep, I must say I was truly unsure of what one would say at his high school graduation, or what one must say or is expected to say. But I knew for sure that I had to at least thank those who helped me come where I am, who helped me achieve the success that I did. Though it is truly a satisfying fantasy to believe that I was the sole independent cause of all my success, I know I would look no less than a fool to utter such words. So before anything or anyone, I must thank God for everything that I have and everything that I am. I couldn't complain for better parents, better friends, or more simply a better life. And that being said, for amongst us mortals, I must thank my dear mother and my father. To my mother, though I admit I have never failed to make it easy for her for a second of the past 17 years, my life is in no need of an explanation. She is my mother, and I owe her a debt that I cannot pay in an eternity. And to my father, I would like to thank you especially for everything that I have become today. The principles and values that I uphold as my own are none other than those that you've given me. The discipline with which you raised me and the lessons that you taught me were the key to all my success. If I am standing on this podium today as the valedictorian, it is to my father that I owe it to. It is from him that I learned the way of the world. It is from him that I learned how to be a man of honor and integrity. And I proudly say that my father is the man I will strive for a lifetime to be like. So I thank him from the bottom of my heart for giving me who I am today. Additionally, there are 6 individuals who I would like to mention and thank for always being there for me. 3 years ago, enrolling into Nova in the fall of 2016, we were 6 high school students, including myself, walking into a classroom to take our seats next to classmates who seemed to be generations before our time. We called ourselves the Novanians, and ever since we have been a tight-knit group of friends who shared each other's joys at our best and each other's pain at our worst. So I would like to thank Alva, Arif, Esat Kemal, and my other brother, Selim, for offering me this bond of friendship. And as the 6th individual, I must thank Ms. Öztürk for being the true founder of the Novanians. In a very accurate analogy, she was basically Master Splinter, and we were her teenage Ninja Turtles. From my time bragging of my 14 years of age in a classroom filled with college students, to my time daringly trekking the mysterious lands of Burkina Faso in hopes of opening a waterway, my high school years has offered me stories and memories that I will tell in my time to come. From Esat's first pull-up, to Arif's first facial hair, to Adval's first mascara, to Kemal's first tears. I believe that these past few years were truly times of great triumphs and accomplishments. Though today we, as the graduating class, are officially ending the most glorious chapter of our lives, our childhood, I know that each and every one of us will be on our ways, paving our own paths to marking our own names into the pages of history. I thank you all for coming and wish the best to my fellow graduating class. Thank you.
video in which you wrote the script for their wonderful trip they took this year to Africa. Go ahead, play. This idea became the Blossom Together Association. It was an idea that became a possibility that designed an objective that reduced a reality. The team worked throughout the year with unwavering focus, diligence, and sheer will in order to reach their goals and make their dreams a reality. With hopes of gaining attention and support for their humanitarian cause, the team presented in seminars, dinners, and religious institutions. They held fundraisers at their schools, walked in the blistering cold to hand out flyers, and drove hours away to simply showcase a trifold explaining their project. Their hard work raised over $33,000 for the cause and earned the association the support of Pinnacle Academy, Northern Virginia Community College, the World Bank, and the Rotary Club of Annandale, just to name a few. In the evening of June 3rd, 2018, 6 students and their principal were departing from Dulles Airport to Ouagadougou. Welcome to Ouagadougou. The Blossom Together Association's first mission in Burkina Faso was the opening of 3 water wells. Each of the wells were located in 3 distant villages across the country, to which the team traveled hours over a 2-day period. The first water well was dedicated to the late Amdar Yusuf Ben Bainlu, whose family funded a well in his name. This well is located in the remote village of Sponi. The villagers gifted the team 5 live chicken as a token of appreciation for their services, which were then donated to the local school in Ouagadougou. The second water well was dedicated to Amity Halal Meat and Groceries, who funded a well in the name of their business. This well is located in the commune of Kadougou, serving thousands of Burkinabe. Was dedicated to the Blossom Together Association and Pinnacle Academy, who founded and led the cause. This well was especially helpful with its placement next to the village hospital, who otherwise had to travel miles for access to water. These water wells are expected to remain in service for decades to come, offering the slightest bit of ease in the modest lives of thousands of Burkinabe. In a land where the value of water outweighs the value of gold, these wells are priceless, offering beautiful relief of life itself. The second mission of the Young Cause was to purchase, prepare, and distribute 150 care packages filled with rice, oil, sugar, tomato paste, pasta, and traditional macaroni. The team traveled hours once again to distribute these packages in a small village in the city of Baramo. The team worked long hours in the middle of the night in order to prepare all of the packages in time for departure early in the morning. Although it was a messy and tough task, the team's commitment outweighed the obstacle of time. The next morning, the villagers had gathered around in the area for the distribution of the care packages. They offered the team their appreciation with 2 live goats, which were donated to the local school in Ouagadougou. The third goal of the association was to supply the entire village school of Sponi with school uniforms and supplies. This task was accomplished thanks to our partnership with the World Bank of Burkina Faso, who not only helped the association identify the school, but also arranged the preparations of the uniforms. Following the donation of the uniforms, the Burkinabe entertained Blossom Together team with their singing of their national anthem. This modest act of appreciation was truly very meaningful, from which the happiness of the children was easily read from their gleaming eyes and broad smiles. the form of gifting hundreds of stuffed animals to the Burkinabe children in the villages. The little kids shyly approached the team as bags full of the toys were brought. As the team handed them out one by one, the clear joy the children expressed in their smiles was matched by the fulfilled volunteers. Before the team left the final village, each one of the members were offered the opportunity to speak before the villagers, in which their gratitude was expressed for the country and the people, with a translator for English to French, and then another translator for French to the tribal language. We were all able to communicate to the villagers and let them know how dearly we felt of them. We fed and had a close-up experience with the Burkinabe crocodiles. We drove out to Sandoa Peaks of Burkina Faso on four-wheeler ATVs. We scaled the waterfalls of Cascadas de California on feet. During our last 2 days in Burkina Faso, we were welcomed to the United States Embassy, where we were honored with individual certificates from Ambassador Young, a featuring on the embassy's website and another featuring on the embassy's Facebook page. We additionally received certificates of gratitude from the Burkinabe Minister of Security, Burkinabe Minister of Education, Country Manager of the World Bank of Burkina Faso, and the Principal of the College of Horizon. The hardships that the team faced, the lessons that they learned, and the experiences that they gained from this journey were priceless in ways that words fail to explain. They began this effort in hopes of making a difference. They ended it, however, knowing that a greater difference was made in their own lives. It was their greatest pleasure to experience the fulfillment of working towards something greater than ourselves. Though our services were complete, we also desire to enjoy the beauties of the country and appreciate the purity and modesty of Burkina Faso. Just such a beautiful video depicting such beautiful actions by young people that will carry them for the rest of their lives and affected so many lives in those small villages. So thank you for all your hard work and what you did. Right now we're going to have Dorian come up. She's going to say a few words. Thank you.
Hi guys. So first I would like to thank Principal Kendall for everything he's done for us seniors this year. I know it was pretty tough losing Dr. Taban, but you did amazing with us. You were really fast with emails whenever I was worried or nervous. And I'm pretty sure you did that with all the other seniors, and it's a great pleasure to have. But more importantly, I want to thank my parents for their love and support throughout my high school career. Mama, I know I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for you. Your career and endless encouragement has inspired me to do what I love and to be confident in myself through it all. If it wasn't for you and for our life lessons, or even just the simple talks when we're on the couch, I wouldn't be this confident, determined, and motivated girl you raised. And I just wouldn't be happy to be myself. And Dad, if it wasn't for your endless metaphors during my senseless school breakdowns, mainly the ones in pre-calculus, I'm certain I would continue to get worked up over nothing. Yeah, whether it be through phone, text message, or in person, you were always there when I needed it most, and you were fast. And that was something that I really needed, whether it be on the car or in the car on the way to my exams, or after one where I knew I bombed it, but you were always reassuring. It meant a lot. But from learning how to ride a bike and balancing my three-legged stool, I wouldn't be as well-rounded and even as I am today. If it wasn't for you guys or your non-stop encouragement and support, I wouldn't have found my passion through my extracurriculars, my job, or even my schoolwork. Because of you, I'm proud to look in the mirror and see who you've raised. And I can't wait to show you what I'll accomplish at Georgia.
I know not everybody came up here but I know everybody appreciates all of their parents and everything that they do for them. And I know that, so on behalf of all the students, a collective thank you for everything that all parents do. Right now, our last video is going to be the FRC video. Did I say that right? Okay, I said it backwards. Okay, FRC video, so let's go ahead and watch that before the diplomas are handed out. Wonderful way to almost end the evening. I want to say something to you young folk, and actually to everybody. There are three things that nobody can ever take away from us. Our achievements, our character, and our beliefs. That cannot be taken from us. And tonight we are here to celebrate your achievements. And we are about to hand you your diplomas. Mr. Kendall is about to hand you your diplomas.
Because it's not just a piece of paper that we will be actually passing out, it is a symbol of their hard work, of their passion, the sweat and everything that they've been through in the past so many years. So congratulations to all of them. We're going to start with Yasemin Esra Kılıç. Mehmet Esat Kılınç. Kemal Tükücü. Dorian Davis. Sami Kandil. We're proud of all of them. They've done a great job. Just to actually mention a couple things about the last two videos we watched, the Burkina Faso and FRC. Those were pretty much led by our senior students, and we are very proud of all of them. Thank you again and congratulations.